Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Rashley's Border Q. I'm Randy, and today our butcher has hooked us up with something. Let's unwrap it and see what we got. He said we were going to like it. Oh my gosh, look at that. A big old Tomahawk Ribeye. Lots of fat marbling in there. I like to call them fat flavor crystals. Yes, sir. So we're going to be doing a reverse sear on this. Look how thick that is. About a 2.5 inch thick ribeye steak. Reverse sear on the Goodwin Heritage Oven. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. We're going to be cooking that big old Tomahawk Ribeye on the Heritage by Goodwin. We're going to cook it up here in the smoke chamber at about 250 degrees where we're already set until the internal temperature comes up to about 115 degrees, and then we'll move it down over the coals in the firebox and sear it off for a reverse sear and bring it up to about 135, 140, medium rare, something like that. So it's going to be good. Let me go get the meat. We'll get started here. We're going to season it up with just salt and pepper. That's it. We're going to go for the flavor of the meat and not the flavor of the spices on this one. We'll be right back. Still sitting about 250 degrees in the smoke chamber. I've got the meat out here. We just got some coarse ground black pepper and some kosher salt. We seasoned it. Cut a meat this thick can take quite a bit of salt, so we salted it rather well. Let's go ahead and get it on. So there it is. Let's get that thing in there. We'll let it go. We'll watch the internal temperature of the meat. Time, we don't cook by time. When it gets to about 110, 115 degrees internal temperature on the steak, then we're going to go ahead and move it over the firebox. Before I do, I'll open up all my vents and get that firebox ripping hot. Then we'll sear it off for about 4 minutes on each side, 2 minutes, and then cross it, turn it for a crisscross pattern for 2 minutes, flip it for 2, crisscross for 2, and then we'll take it off. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll be right back. We'll just really quickly go over the setup here on the Heritage Oven to get the 250 degrees that we want. I've got the bottom 2 vents. They're open about a turn and a half. First, I established a good fire bed, lots of coals, nice and hot. Then I closed the vents down to about a turn and a half on the bottom, turn and a half to 2 turns open on the top. And this side damper, I've got it almost all the way closed, just cracked open enough to get me 250 in the smoke chamber, and that's where we're running it until we're ready for the reverse sear. When we get ready to reverse sear, we'll open the top, we'll open up the bottom vents wide open so we got a good flow coming through the fire bed. We'll get her ripping hot. We're going to put our grill grates on top of the grates inside here, and we'll do our finish off sear. So that's kind of what we got going here. All right, the smoke chamber is still at 250 degrees. Like I say, I didn't time it. It's probably been around 40 minutes or so. The steak is up to 118 degrees. So we're going to go ahead, pull it off, put it on a pan, cover it with foil, let it rest while we get our firebox up blazing hot. So we'll be right back. All right, let's go ahead and get the steak off there. Cover it up and just let it rest while we bring our firebox up to temperature. To heat up the firebox, we're going to open the lid and we're going to open our vents pretty much wide open. Then put our grate over the firebox. All right, let's get that steak on there. It looks like it's plenty hot now. Nice sizzle. All right, let's give it a turn. All right, we're going to go ahead and flip it. All right, let's give it a final turn. All right, let's go ahead and pull it off. We're shutting down all the vents now, put out the fire. All right, we're gonna run inside, let it rest just a few more minutes, slice it up and give it a taste test. Okay, so there you go. We took it up to 115, 118 degrees, slow cooking it. Then we seared it for 4 minutes on each side, 2 minutes twist, 2 minutes twist, flip, 2 minutes twist, 2 minutes twist. We ended up at 142 degrees final temperature, right where we wanted to be. All right, let's take that steak off the bone. That sure looks good. All right, let's give it a try. 140 degrees internal temperature. Tender. You saw how much marbling that steak had in it. Marbled throughout. Juicy. Dripping on my shirt. That is good. Nothing but salt and pepper, so there's no spices to take away from the beef flavor. Not that that's always a bad thing, because I like spices and I like that flavor, but for this nice prime Tomahawk Ribeye, I wanted just the beef to come through, so just a little bit of salt and pepper is all we used. We're gonna slice it up and serve it. We hope you all enjoyed the cook. We hope this has helped you learn the reverse sear technique. Some of you had asked me about that just recently. So that's how you do it. We hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks to Bob Stark's Meat Shop for the meat, South Texas Outdoor Kitchens for all their support, The Good One Smokers, we use the Heritage Oven, and Chris Marks for all the help that he's given me along the way. I want to thank you all. Hope you'll tune in next time to Rashley's Border Q. Who knows what we'll be cooking. We'll see y'all down the road. Adios.